It seemed so easy, and then when I watched your videos, I seen one video you had with a $7,000 invoice. I was like, 7,000? Yeah, let me go try this out.
How much have you made?
Five total in revenue. That's literally what I'm doing right now, and it feels amazing to be able to do that. If you want to choose any business, choose this business because it's probably the simplest thing that I've ever done.
All right, what's going on, everyone? This is Felix Wisniewski back again with another video. In today's video, we're sitting down with one of my students by the name of Martay. Martay is out in Nebraska. That's actually a new state. I've never really heard about anybody doing this in Nebraska. You hear about everybody doing this in California, Texas, Florida, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Michigan, but he's out in Nebraska and he's still following the same system that we all follow, implementing it, duplicating it, and winning with it. So I'm gonna hand the floor to him. He's gonna go ahead and introduce himself. So bro, welcome to the channel. Go ahead and let everybody know who you are, where you're from, and what you have going on for us today.
Yeah, so my name's Martay. I'm from Nebraska, and basically, I found this business on a humbug, I would say. Literally just scrolling TikTok by the luck of the TikTok gods.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy how you could literally be scrolling on TikTok. I think we're all guilty of it. Sometimes we'll just open up our phone and just scroll, 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 scroll. And by, the grace of God, you scrolling, finding my material, information, page, content, whatever you want to call it, pretty much fair to say, you've been able to do some pretty incredible things. So
Yeah.
I guess we'll just jump into this. You're out in Nebraska, you said. You've seen this on TikTok. What kind of, sparked your interest? Everybody kind of has like different maybe trigger points or pain points where they see this and they're like, or maybe they have no pain points at all, but some people see this and they're like, wow, this makes sense. Maybe their father or their mother or their sister, brother, and uncle is a diabetic. What kind of about this kind of, piqued your interest?
Uh, well, I mean, my mother, she's a diabetic, so and when I watched your videos, you were talking about how there's a lot of diabetics who have supplies that they either throw away or just let them expire, and she's, what they call that, like she's done that before. So I was just basically it just seemed like an easy thing to do. It seemed so easy. And then when I watched your videos, I seen one video you had with a $7,000 invoice. I was like, 7,000? Yeah, let me go try this out.
Awesome. Yeah. So you basically already seen, all right, look, these supplies, I see my mother doing this. I kind of understand the concept. Is that fair enough to say?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, just so people can kind of relate to you, bro, tell everybody, how old you are and then like what do you do for work right now? Like what do you have going on?
Yeah, so I'm actually 21 years old, and outside of this business, what I do is I drive trucks as well, delivering fuel in Nebraska.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And once you connected with me, you see my videos on TikTok, you connected with me, we started working together. As far as the information, because obviously, it's a whole new concept. As far as the information, what was the difficult level as far as, learning the information, going through the course, understanding this stuff, learning it, kind of break that down for people.
Well, for me personally, so I have a little bit of business experience because my dad, he owns a business too. So I used to work for him. So I would do his invoices and things of that nature. So the course, it was pretty straightforward to me. I just found the information that I needed and went and applied that information that you gave to me from the course.
Okay, and then from the information that you learned, at least to start, and I think, I'm actually about to go back to our text messages. Dude, I don't even think you've been doing this for a month yet. Yeah, I see right here it says January 12th that you said $745 of profit on your
Yeah.
first invoice. So you started what? That you bought it, you basically bought the training on December 26th, and by January 12th, you already made $745 of profit.
Yep.
Now, as far as the clients that you met to make that type of money, was this with, you don't have to get into super detail, but was it with paid marketing methods or were you using like free marketing methods? Because I know, well, what I tell people is inside the course, there's some stuff that you can do where you don't have to spend any money on marketing And then there's obviously some methods that you can do to spend some money on marketing. So did you spend money on marketing or did you
Oh,
pay
well,
to get
yeah,
those
yeah,
clients?
yeah. I spent money on marketing. I went out and bought.
Give us the numbers, bro. Everybody, they come to these videos, they want to learn about this business because they want to make money. How much have you spent? And if you don't know exact numbers, that's okay, but at least ballpark. How much have you spent? How much have you made? How much have you paid?
Uh, so far, I spent probably around let's I spent probably like 2 grand, and this month I probably made five. I spent two and then made another three, so that's five total in revenue.
So about
You know,
3,000 or so in profit.
yeah.
Okay, cool. And then so you spent two, you made back five, and then but these clients, the clients that you bought from, these clients are going to come back. Did you ask them about, when they plan to repeat?
Well, I have probably two repeat clients so far, but yeah, nah, that's about it. Most of the clients that I've dealt with, they're like some twos and fews. But yeah, I got two repeat clients that will be coming back to me.
Okay, awesome. And then also, I'm a big believer, like, in community and you are who you're around. Talk a little bit about like, the Facebook community that we have on Facebook. There's a bunch of people in there at all levels talking, discussing, what's your experience been with that? How do you like it? How do you not like it? And then also with me, if you ever have any questions, how's, my customer service?
Oh yeah, the Facebook group is really helpful in there. I mean, any questions I pretty much have, I could go ask somebody there. I can shoot them a message. They'll help you out. And yeah, but based on you also, you're very helpful. Any questions I got, you pretty much help me out with them. So it's not too much to handle there.
Awesome. Appreciate that. And then another question is, what are your goals, bro? I know you're a, truck driver right now. Are you thinking, hey, at the end of the year, I want to go full time with this, or what do you kind of have? What's the kind of end goal in mind?
I mean, for me, I don't really ever. I'm only 21 years old, so I haven't really been driving a truck for that long. So I don't really want to stop driving a truck because I enjoy driving the truck. But really, it's just to make extra money outside of working, and that's literally what I'm doing right now. And it feels amazing to be able to do that.
And with something that's like real and simple, because
Yeah,
I'm sure you've seen a whole bunch of things on the internet, both of us, where it's like, and I always say, some of it works, most of it doesn't. Most of it's garbage that just simply doesn't work. This is a clear-cut, simple business that's literally duplicatable in any state across the country. And dude, it's crazy because I see so many people, Florida, North Carolina, Ohio, all the states like that you hear about. You don't typically hear about like Nebraska, and you're out there doing it. And how big is the city you live in? How many people are in there?
to be honest, I'm not sure. Probably like a million people,
A
maybe
million people.
a million or less.
Okay, cool. And then someone seeing this video, right? They're, maybe older than you, maybe younger than you, and they wanted, any sort of words of wisdom, words of advice, words of encouragement. They're thinking about this. Maybe they're thinking about doing some other business like drop shipping, and then they're thinking about doing this. What would you say to them?
I mean, I would say if you want to choose any business, choose this business because it's probably the simplest thing that I've ever done. If you just have a brain, you use your brain power to your advantage, you could do this business. I feel like my 5-year-old little brother, he could probably do this business versus like drop shipping, Amazon FBA. That stuff is way more difficult than this.
Well, there you
This
go.
is take minimal effort. Like I can go to work, get in a truck, and still come and do this before I go do all that and make two to whatever, 2,000 a week, 3,000 a week. I can do that every single week.
Incredible. So that's Martay. As you can hear, he just started this business literally like less than 30 days ago. Spent 2,000, made 5,000 back. The clients are going to repeat. Literally no excuses for anybody that wants to do this business. Martay, thank you for jumping on this call with me, bro. And maybe we'll circle back in another, 6, 12, 18 months and see what type of success you're having from there.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. We'll definitely get back.
Awesome. See you guys later.